Hi YouTube, it's Relationship Month, and this is JWT Girl. Love is wonderful. It's a beautiful thing to find that special someone that you can connect with and relate to. And of course you find them gorgeous and sexy on the inside as well as on the outside. But finding that is hard, and relationships can be messy. So whether you're a guy or a girl or gender non-conforming, if you found a woman that you're interested in that happens to be trans, there's a few things that you can do to put her and yourself at ease, as well as help the relationship to blossom. Here's dating a pre-op trans woman. 9 tips in 5 minutes. Number 1, we are women. I personally can't believe this still has to be said, but it does. My experience says so. As with all people, there's different personalities within the trans community. But trans women are women, period. If we still have our old male bits between our legs, we're still women. We perceive the world around us as women. Therefore, we are women. Tip number 2. Which goes along with tip number 1. If you're a guy and you're attracted to a trans woman, it doesn't mean that you're any less of a man. It also doesn't mean that you're gay. Again, we are women, and we excitedly embrace the feminine, sometimes more than women that were born biologically female. It's okay to be attracted to it. Number 3, try romantic gestures. Like many other girls, we love them. Don't be afraid to try it. Doing something unexpectedly romantic makes us feel special and loved. I love getting flowers. If I get a bouquet of stargazer lilies, my favorite flower, I jump up and down like a little girl. I love the traditional stuff like that. Number 4, don't bring up the elephant in the room. We know we're trans. Let us bring it up. We'll appreciate that it's not so important for you to get out and deal with and make a big deal out of it. Let's have a few nice dates before it becomes a topic of conversation. At least one. How sex will work is something we're thinking about too. It'd be nice to figure it out together when we're ready. Number 5, again, being women, we want to be loved for our feminine qualities. We want to be told that we're beautiful. We want to be held by our waist and cuddled with and kissed softly. Don't treat us like we're your homeboys with tits. Most of us won't respond very well to that. Treat us well, and we'll treat you well. Number 6, sex will come. We'll get there eventually if the relationship is good. It's something that we want too. So there's no need to be bringing it up within the first hour of meeting us, or even on the first date, most likely. If you do, many of us will act like many other women and just end up ignoring you. Number 7, communicate and be open about sex. I know I just told you not talk about sex in the previous point, but when it comes time for sex, when it comes time to be intimate, it's good to communicate. It's good to communicate and be open about your preferences. Ask questions. Make sure you understand each other. Don't assume that because she has anatomy similar to you that you know what she likes. Some of us don't like to be touched in that place. And then some of us do. For all of us, our hormones are different than yours, and so we react differently. Typically, we are very attentive to our partner's needs, and so we appreciate it when you listen. We know and like the fact that guys, especially, can be very creative when it comes to sex. Open up. Number 8, it's okay to be a chaser. I know I'll probably get a lot of disagreement on this, but my ex-boyfriend, my last boyfriend, was actually pretty much a tranny chaser. But he was very classy about it, and it ended up being okay. It ended for different reasons. So in other words, if you're bisexual or pansexual and you've come to realize that you specifically prefer females with something extra, that's okay. There are some trans women out there that are fine with this. You just need to be courteous and respectful of their sexual preferences. That means do not bring up their penis on the first date or even the second or third. It's just not, you know, fun material to talk about. You may have found a girl that may not specifically like to be touched down there, but is willing to experiment with someone that she loves. And so keep going with the relationship. Focus on the relationship. You never know. But you need to, like I said before, when it comes time for sex, communicate these things. And you may be presently surprised. If she's not that type of girl, then move on. Last one, number 9, everyone is different. Even within the trans community, actually especially within the trans community, you never know who you're gonna find. I've tried to give these tips in order of consensus, as in what I've heard from other trans women, from the most agreeable to less agreeable. But if you're looking for a relationship, the best thing that you can do is put the person first. Discover who they are. It is a relationship after all, so communicate. Well, I hope those tips help those of you that are in relationships have fun together, understand each other, and maybe even find love. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Of course, you can always help me out by donating down here in the link below. And I love you guys. Bye.